What's up, guys? It is Tuesday afternoon, correct, Nigel?
It is
Do I get
still
that right?
Tuesday. Yep.
Yep. Our basketball practice got canceled tonight, so that sucks for the kids, but it's kind of good for us because it's chicken parm sandwich night, which I'm very excited for, and I'm gonna put in a million bets tonight. That's what I've already decided how I'm gonna fill my time. How do you feel about that, Nigel?
Sounds like a plan.
Chicken parm sandwiches and bets, dude.
No, might be the peak of life right there.
Yeah, you don't beat this. It doesn't. I'm living the dream. All right. Already, before we get going, I'm gonna go ahead and put something, track something now. Over 131 in SMU in. Oh, I'm sorry, Southern Missouri State and Lindenwood. I'm not sure where Lindenwood is, but it doesn't really matter. Over 138 minus 110 at Caesars is 100% a bet. Come on, what the fuck? Do I already have this game? Is that what that's saying? Yeah, I'll tell you why that's a bet. It's minus 110 there. It's minus 145 at Bovada and Bodog, minus 142 at Pinnacle. That's all I need to know. Something moved there. I'm not sure how that happened, but that's just how it works. Here's the thing, though. If you want to know how these have done, just go to the bet tracker, the sweat station. How are we doing? So we first started tracking these positive EV moves on whatever day that was. Wednesday, the 24th. That's $287, 107 the next day. We got our teeth kicked in the next day, 559. Had a day off, obviously. We also put in a Mahomes bet that we lost. So that was what, 190, and then yesterday 354, and now we've got a $180 already in. We've got Jalen Brunson from earlier. Oh, we'll talk about that live stream in a minute. Earlier this morning was Jalen Brunson over 7.5 assists. I doubt you can get that now, so don't worry about that. But the over 138 in that college game, that's money. So that's going to happen. So, yeah, we're moving in the right direction. I think that's a profit. Damn close if it's not. But here's the thing, though. It's a profit, and we were entertained like we've never been entertained before because we have like literally a million bets every night. That's the key to life. If I can walk away with even $5, right, at the end of the month, Nigel, but I had a million bets, I'll do that.
It's about the journey, Slop.
Yeah, and the friends you make along the way. Oh, here's another one. Georgia Tech under. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I gotta get this in myself. Hang on, timeout. You guys can see that on the screen, no?
I see the PV page.
Okay. Georgia Tech under 71.5, even money. I feel like that's not gonna be there when I confirm it. Don't totally love an under there from Georgia Tech. They started at 10.5-point dogs. They're now 8.5-point dogs. But at the same time, it's a 3% edge. I mean, Pinnacle's got that thing at minus 121. We're getting even money for that. Minus 125 at some other places. That feels pretty good. I'd say pick it up. They're saying go $1.60 on that thing. The huge bet we had last night. Remember that one, Nigel? The Lakers Rockets over.
Yes,
That
actually.
one actually hit very hard. All right, so that's 2 now. We'll run back to this page at the end, so you'll see it. This Scotty Barnes made 3. I know Jeff's gonna love this one. But here's the thing: I got it at plus 110 earlier at ESPN Bet, so I don't want to tell you to do it. If that makes sense, I'm not gonna tell you to not do it. I'm just not gonna tell you to do it. If that makes any sense to anybody. You know what I mean, Nigel? Like, I can't say do that. You know what I mean?
No, you just
I just literally got
just
plus
giving people
110.
options.
Yeah, I can't say go do that because, I mean, come on. All right, so keep going. All right, and then everybody that's wondering about all right, so I put in like 1 million bets yesterday. Here's what I do. All right, hang on 1 second, Brian. Here's what I do. The last few days, I've just been waiting towards like game time and then hitting the button like 5 minutes before the games. Do it at like 7, 7:30, 8, and getting bets like that. If you want to follow those, I do refresh Pickett every single time I do it. So just follow me on Pickett because there's no way we can't just do a show at 7, 7:30, 8. You know what I mean? Like that would be ridiculous. So that's the way. If you want to follow those, it's very, very good. If you do get Pickett, I'm sorry, if you don't have it and you do get it, use promo code SLOPSLOCKS and they'll give you money for signing up. If you want to just hit the button yourself, I highly recommend that. It's amazing. You just get to bet as much as you want all the time, always, and always have an edge. Use the link in the description, promo code SLOP, and you can get it for 2 weeks for free. I think the link that is in that description, once you go to the page, it says 7 days. Once you hit SLOP in the promo code area, you'll see it's not 7 days. It's actually 14 days. So, yeah. I'm big on the button. I'm going to be big on the button all summer long, I'm sure. And the summer is in, what, months from now? So, like, we've got a while that we're going to be hitting this button every single day, all the time, always. That's just how we roll. Okay, so let's get some questions. Brian Starr, my guy. I love Brian. Nigel, you like Brian, Nigel?
Huge Brian fan.
Yeah, I'd hang out with Brian. He seems like a great guy. If a total on a game starts at 140 and the total goes up during the day to 143, does it matter which side of the total over or under? The preferred EV play hope that it was clear, appreciating help. When that happens, I like to wait to see what happens at game time. And then take the lowest number because that line's moving up and it's tough to – someone's behind that moving it, right? It's not the book itself. It's like they're taking action. So, yeah, I would find a book at that time that goes to 143. There's got to be a book hanging around with like a 141.5 or something like that. See if you can get that. Use that as an opportunity. I got Mikey P. I got taken to the cleaners yesterday. What an opportunity. Yeah, no, Mikey P, that the best thing you can do after getting just stomped is just come back the next day and win your money back. So that's smart. Jeff. I almost called George. Jeff, bro, money line is Marquette's a road dog. I'd hammer that. Yeah, I love the analysis there. Just my guy, dude. Brian Starr, or does it matter as long as you have an edge? Hope that was clear. Yeah, Brian, back to your question. That's like I said, I would wait. I love when that happens closer to game time. That's a dead giveaway that the over's the move. It's just you don't want to go at the highest possible number. So what you would do is get the screen out, and like I said, you see it go 143 at Pinnacle from 140 in like 2 hours. Somebody's hanging around with a 141. Watch. It happens all the time. So you just got a free bucket. And then a lot of times, too, it just keeps going up. I mean, it's not going to go up that much more than that, but still, you'll end up with 3 points better. Marquette is the play. Yep, nice work slinging bets. Is there an alternative for UK sportsbooks? Harry, help's on the way. OddsJam's going to figure that out soon. We were talking today. I think they're going into the Brazilian market at some point. Like they're taking over the world.
They got me editing Brazilian videos, Slop. It's a bit of a
Yeah.
challenge. My Portuguese.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even speak the language.
I mean, my parents are
You don't
Portuguese, and I still don't speak.
You don't even speak Brazilian. My kids are saying that they don't speak Mexican. I'm like, I believe that's called Spanish, but I know I like where your head's at.
Well, to be fair, Spanish people don't think it's called Spanish. If you ever met someone from Spain.
Oh, they get mad. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not in on the whole language beefs. I just kind of just go with it. Yeah, Harry. So hopefully we get something going there. I'm sorry we don't. Speed Demon, Iowa or Indiana? I don't know. That's a Jeff question. Jeff thinks somebody's better than Villanova. I have the EV plan, so I can't check the line movement. Okay, Brian, that's where at Covers has line movement that you can at least see the opener from. You just got to find the opener. I use covers. It's free. It's just you go to their whatever page, score to matchup page, and you'll be fine, dude. You'll be able to see what the line opened at. Just so you're given an idea of like when that thing moved and stuff like that. Or Google the game you want and Google line history. Sometimes a direct link will take you there. Here Cam Jones is good, but don't think it's a side. I don't know. Speed Demon, maybe there's gonna be an NBA player props today. There was Scotty Barnes already. I think we should have got that via Pickett if you can follow me there. I know it's a lot of places, but the thing is, like with content, like these things happen quickly. Does that make sense, everybody? Like it happens very fast. So like I can't make a video on something. Like I'm done doing that, I think. Because it's not fair, because by the time you see the video on Nigel edits, it's over. Like the play's gone. So like why are we even doing that? It feels like a weird like song and dance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we turn it around usually like within an hour, but it's still usually too
And
late.
no offense, Nigel. I'm not saying you were slow. I was just
Yeah,
saying
I'm just defending
like,
myself.
like these things move very fast. Like it moves before I even send the video to Nigel. So it's not even a bet anymore. And I'm like, here, let's just like we're just doing content. It's like, no, like, you guys want like real bets. Well, let's find them. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't think the video is the way. Last night I found DeAndre Ayton over 14.5 points. Probably at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. All right. Harry Wembanyama is also called Wembanyama in Spanish. I like it. I think that's probably true.
Slop, you just got it.
I know, twice. I've been working on it. Last
good.
time I seen my betting him, I was like, instead of betting on him, I'm not going to ever bet on him again until I can pronounce his name. So that's how I'm rolling. Base dog. Sometimes you got to bet a kid's kidney on something, man. I had no problem with that. You know? I mean, yeah, you only really need one technically, right? Not a health guy, but I think that's true. Like, not a doctor. Jeff just capping in the chat. Look at that. And I mean capping like handicapping, not like what the kids say when they say someone's capping. I think that means it's not true, correct?
That is correct.
Like when someone says you're capping, yeah.
I don't think you say capping. I think you just say that's cap.
Okay, that's cap. I'm working on my kid slang. It's not as easy as it looks. Miami and North Carolina State. Hang on one second. I'll tell you right now if that's a move. I was 3-0 last night on BetMGM, but the bad news though was they only let me bet like $11 on each game. So, and somebody like last one I tried to do was like $2.20-something. So I think they're dead in the water, and this bet's at BetMGM. So I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying, I don't know that we'll be able to bet this at BetMGM.
By the way, did you see that commercial? They released it with Brady and Vince Vaughn. It was like the most bullshit commercial ever. They were basically saying everyone but Tom Brady can bet at MGM, which is not true.
Yeah. Only they don't like winners.
Yeah.
I think they were saying that they don't like winners. That's their way of saying that Tom Brady's winner. Did you get it?
Oh,
so
the
they're
subliminal.
saying,
I missed it. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
They don't let the winners play.
If you win, you're not allowed to bet here.
Yeah. So no winners. All right. Martin Gale, what's up, dude? Yes, the gamers came through. If you guys watched the stream earlier, it was slow going. I'm going to give you that. All right. I'm going to say me and Nigel talked afterwards. Maybe we go a little bit later in the day. So it'll be like closer to noon. I saw the board kind of like got a little wet at noon. So maybe we do something like that. But the important part was the 4 whatever entry price or 4 price pick entry, it won. Cashed. All green. Oh, okay, Anthony. So yeah, Anthony says I can say capping. Okay. That's cool. Speed Demon, favorite sport to bet on is actually college basketball. I'll be honest with you, it depends on the season. Right now it's college basketball because I know nothing about it, and those games get wild. Like, it is very fun to have college basketball action. Dante DiVincenzo under 3.5 assists plus 126 at Caesars. That's gone. It's down to plus 114. Sorry about that. I knew when I was done. Oh, my bad. Brian, so the Miami one, it looks like that line has been moving up all day. I would not do that. And then Georgia Tech, Jesus, it went to 146. What do we say about that? That line was going up, correct? $152, 150. It's going down. I would never do that top one under 148.5. That is ballsy. I would go look for the standard. I bet it's down there. I know you're not supposed to do the 2%. All right, so actually that line could hit that by the time tip off goes. Yeah, I'd go with this one under. So the North Carolina Georgia Tech under 148.5 plus 132 at FanDuel. I think that's going to happen. It's at 151 a lot of places now, but there's a good chance that we could see the thing move down even more. So like even if it went to the 140s, like you know what I'm saying? What's up, Bobby Big Wheels? Yeah, Kyle, it's just college basketball is fun. Again, like the problem with it is it's tough to cap. There's that word again because things change so much throughout the year. Like I hate when I hear guys use like shooting percentage stats. And it's like these are different kids now. Like some of the kids get better throughout the year.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes,
the freshmen especially.
yeah, sometimes guys get inserted into the offense, so it's not even the same team really anymore. Like there's just so much that changes throughout a college basketball season that the idea that we're using anything season long related is ridiculous. Also, too, even last 3 games could be different. If the coach decides he wants to put a different kid in, that changes everything. Like it's a different 20% of the team is different. Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
I can't.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
kids. Like they're still growing like through the season and shit. Like,
yeah, like weird shit happens. So I don't mind Ken Palm. Ken Palm is gonna help definitely, but I like it for pace and defensive efficiency. So there is that. Does that make sense?
yeah.
In terms of offense, I mean, yeah, like by the end of the season, you can get a definite idea. Hang on. All right. Prop bomb wants to talk.
Oh wow, big things.
Big thing, big thing. So yeah, I'm just saying it's tough. It's tough to go on that stuff alone. That's all I'm saying. Like you got to kind of have your finger on the pulse, and if you have the finger on the pulse, it's very difficult to have your finger on the pulse of anything else because there's a million teams. So you almost have to break it down by conference. It's tough. I think Jeff actually does a pretty good job. I've seen what Jeff says about certain matchups whenever he's talking in the chat about what he's breaking down or what he's taken. Those are good angles. You're rarely going to see Jeff say, "Oh, they shoot 41% on the season." It's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Was it at home? Was it recent? Like, I don't know. There's a lot that just changes.
I feel like in
Anyways,
college it's more about like the coaching system because these kids all play the system. It's not like a super talent driven sport,
yeah,
not as much as like pro basketball. It's just system driven.
yeah. So what you can do with stuff like that is you can just rely on people that might be close to the program, might have an angle. Like when you see line changes, stale lines. Stale lines are very, very good in college basketball. That's all I'm going to say. Stale lines are where it's at. And since we have so many books, like there's a million books out there, we have so many of them. Since there are so many of them, that's where we can take advantage because somebody's going to get caught slipping and we can just take advantage of those books. That's why you got to have all the books, though. You can't be one of these guys. Oh, I'm a DraftKings guy. Well, you're only getting deals at DraftKings, and you're going to try to bet college basketball, and you're going to get your ass handed to you. I can tell you right now that is not a sport for the weak. Did you see the other day, Nigel? I don't know when it was. It was Wyoming and somebody whoever was playing Wyoming was a 340 minus 340 favorite. So, the other team was up the minus 340 favorite was up like 11 points with literally less than a minute, I think, and they lost straight up. And you just watched it and you're just like, dude, there's meltdowns. Ooh. Christopher, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's brutal. Yeah, no, see, Jeff, that's another one. You're talking about things that have nothing to do with really numbers. Like, you're right. There are style. Yeah, it's Colorado State, buddy. And I wasn't trying to buddy you, buddy. That's your name. Buddy Gonzalez. I like Buddy, actually. What's up, dude? Yeah, Jeff, that's another thing. See what I'm saying? Like, when you know the styles, you're good. If you don't, you're gonna rely on numbers that mean nothing. First half team total right there. Golden State Warriors over 61.5. I mean, that's
is Embiid playing?
Yeah, that seems. I mean, it's definitely out of market. So if you want that, take it.
If Embiid's playing, he'll put 100 up on that team.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe they'll be forced. I don't know. It's at home. Ooh, now Jalen Brunson under 7.5 assists at Caesars. So if you took that earlier, I believe you got an ARB situation here. What's up, Tim? Yeah, I didn't go with the soccer. I'm sorry, Jeff. Sorry, Tim. I'm saving myself. I want to have at least 15 bets tonight.
We trusted the video game kids, Slop, and they brought us home over the soccer guys.
Yeah, the video game kids got us home. You guys were making fun of me too for betting on video game kids. I'm sitting here with a green slip. Just saying. I found more video kids for tomorrow too, but we weren't on stream when it happened. And like I said, we're gonna get that fixed. I think I might know the right times now. I fucked up. Like, what do you want me to do? All right, Kuminga under. What do we got here? Hang on, let's first Pinnacle. Yep. All right, let's go. All right, Jonathan Kuminga under 28.5 PRAs, even money at Caesars. That's an absolute gift, probably. That's a 4.3% edge. Jesus. Pinnacle's literally at minus 142. FanDuel minus 125. I will say this before someone in the chat says it. What's up, Travis? I love you too, bro. Before someone else in the chat says it, Pinnacle is not the sharpest, in my opinion, on player props. So just keep that in mind.
When we had Alpha, he said they outsourced their player prop lines.
Yeah, they probably do. I am a big believer that they are God when it comes to college basketball main markets. So keep that in mind whenever you are hitting this button at OddsJam. If you're not hitting the button at OddsJam, again, you get hit for free. Link in the description, promo code SLOP. You'll get it for 2 weeks. I'm telling you right now, it'll change everything you think about sports betting right now. It's very good. Jeff said, so I know I keep bringing up Jeff, Nigel, but he said something interesting this morning. He was like, yeah, I just want to have more angles. And that's exactly what this is. This is just another angle for the cappers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I mean, you can never have too much information as long as you're using the right information. That's the kind of the trick is like there's so much data and info out there. You can kind of go down a rabbit hole of looking up at shit that doesn't matter. So you just got to be careful with that.
Exactly. There's only 24 hours in a day. I'm sure you guys already heard that. So it's difficult to spend it. You don't want to spend it researching shit that doesn't matter. That's just stupid.
No, and like as we talked about in the stream, like there's multiple ways to do this, but like I think you should always weight price, like the highest weight, whatever percentage of the pie you want to put on it. Like it's got the biggest chunk of the pie. It's not all of it, but it's got the biggest chunk.
It depends, Matt. That's a good. How much after 2 weeks? I think the EV plan they said today was like $200 a month. You can always talk to them, negotiate, see if you can negotiate a lower price. I mean, I would try that no matter what you're doing for any service you get at anywhere on the internet. I would recommend doing that. But to be honest with you, you make that back. Like you'll see what I'm saying. You're going to use it for 2 weeks. So don't let that deter you right now. Don't be like, oh, it's $200 a month. What's going to happen is I have friends that have done this, that they're like, yeah, no, and then they use it for 2 weeks and realize like, oh, I just made, I'm a $25 better, and I just made like $600 last week. And it's like, well, see what I'm saying? Usually you lose $400 in the week. Now you've made 600. That's $1,000 that OddsJam just made you. Does that make sense? And it's not. It is OddsJam that made it, but it's also the way you're thinking about this. It's a financial market. Whenever you look at it as a financial market, it definitely clarifies a lot of things. Look at Jeff stepping up. Nigel is correct. What did you say that was correct?
I think I maybe either the thing about the price or that there's just a lot of info out there and you just got to be careful.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're not going down a rabbit hole.
100%. Yeah, Mr. Get Up Skinny. I won't lie to you. I saw Josh Hart earlier, and I almost just hid the bet. So I was like, yeah, I can't do that. I never get him right. And I'm going to take his over. He's going to go way under. And I'm going to take his under. He's going to go way over. That's just, he's my guy for that. And I can't do it. Hurts my brain. Hold on. Miami and Kent State. Let's see if that's a move. Sorry, but I outsourced this stuff. Looks like that line's going down or went down. This is a very elementary analysis, so I know that, but it just, again, we want it for context. What was it earlier, Anthony? Was it like 29.5 or was it 28.5? They dropped it a point. What was the one? What were we looking for? Oh, under 143. That line is headed down. Okay. So what are they saying? Go over 143 because everybody else. When these, I would just do the over 146 if you were trying that. I think everybody's at 144.5. I don't even have to look at the screen to tell you that. I bet you everybody's at 144.5 for this, and that's why. Well, it's gone now. Scotty Barnes made 3 still there, Jeff. All right, we got 4 minutes. Okay, so here, check it out. So I'm gonna look at the bet tracker. Where's fucking somebody asked you about? Oh, Tim. Tim, dude, I know. He put his brain is still recovering from the reverse correlation receiver props. My brain hurts from that. I'll never be the same. That's Connor Allen's fault and Ryan Noonan. That's not my fault. But I'll never not look for those ever again. Those are cheat codes. Those things you don't have to hit a lot of those every week. I think we could do it every week of the football season next year. Like find like 3 guys maybe, and some weeks we're gonna hit 2 of them. And now, yeah, to comprehend video game gambling. Trust me, the first time I ever bet on a video game, I started to dial the 800 number, and then I just realized, like, nah, I'm in too deep. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go down with the ship. And it worked out. Okay, so what we got so far, there's 6 bets that came, or 5 that came from this stream. It is Kuminga under 28.5 PRAs. That was even money at Caesars. Southeast Missouri State and Lindenwood over 138. My bad, guys. Minus 110 at Caesars. Jalen Brunson, that was not from this stream. It is long gone, so I'm not going to say that one. The under 148.5 in North Carolina, Georgia Tech. That's plus 132 at FanDuel. And Georgia Tech under 71.5. Oh, I'm on. Oh, wow. That's kind of wild.
I kind of don't want to do that, generally speaking, but
yeah, we're wild. We're gamblers. Even money at ESPN Bet. Here's the thing, though. You can hit one of those without hitting the under. Because Georgia Tech is still a pretty substantial dog in that game. They could still not live up to their end of the bargain and get rolled. Game could go over. They'd still go under. So something like that. That line, Bobby Big Wheels, will never not be funny.
Oh, I was telling them in the chat, I actually went to Breckenridge a few years ago where they filmed it, and I did the scooter thing, and I was dropping lines like crazy. Like everyone does it, but I felt good about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else? Where else are we? I'm not hitting the fantasy optimizer, just in case anyone's wondering. You guys want to see an ARB? Somebody asked me today about ARBs. If it's so easy, why don't you do it? I'm like, well, Nigel had a good point. It doesn't mean like just because it's easy doesn't mean it's like simple to do. Like it does take a little bit of skill. You got to get 2 bets in quickly. So there is that. That's why I stick to pre-market and not live if I was gonna ARB. But like I'm a gambler. Like I want to gamble. Like I don't see the point in like snagging 2%, 3%. But I'm aware enough to know that a lot of you guys don't give a shit. Like you'll take 2 or 3%, so I'll show it to you. This is how you do it. You know what I mean? Like that makes sense. Like just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean that some other guys don't want to do it. And I'm cool with that. If you want to ARB, dude, ARB out. ARB out with your that doesn't really rhyme, but
And we're gonna have Elf back on Friday. So if you guys got ARB questions,
he's
come on
not
Friday.
coming now. He's
Oh,
going somewhere.
never mind. Sorry about
But
that.
he's coming back next Friday. I meant to tell you that. Yeah. So I told you now, though. So there's that.
We're gonna try to have him on every Friday. So any ARB questions, come on
All
Friday.
right. What
He's
else
the
we
king.
got? Samsonite. I was way off. All right. So here's the thing. Here's what I want you to do. If you either get it yourself, again, dude, try it. Just try it. Like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Every person in the stream right now has done way dumber things with money, right? Like we are all morons that have probably bet on the dumbest shit possible, right? So here's what I'm saying. Get this. It's free for 2 weeks. You could just bail out. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, right? You can just be like, yeah, I'm good. It's not for me. Like if you want to, but at the same time, I'm sitting here. I'm trying to tell you, this is good. Like it really is good. Like it for the inner degenerate. The whole reason why this had my attention when I first talked to Alex was because, yeah, that was a classic line too. I talked to Alex Monahan, and like the way he explained, he was like, dude, you know, positive EV and blah, blah, blah. He's explaining. And it's like, the more you bet, the better you have, like your odds are better of like winning money. It's like, wait, sign me up. You know what I mean? Like, I want to bet more. Like, why would you not want to bet more? And you can literally degen out. I did that last Saturday. Like, I had way more money than I ever have out in a day on a sport that I don't even watch. And I had the time of my life. Full disclosure, I did lose $11 that day. But again, had the time of my life. So when you factor in all the fun I had, I profited. You guys want to go with Schroeder? It's gone. Oh, went to plus 134. That means it's even better banger. 126. You guys want to do Schroeder? If you want to get real fun, take his over in points at FanDuel. Are you serious? Is it going to go up or down? It should be up now. It's a 4% edge. Nobody else has this. Oh, see, all right. So here's one quick example before I go. I like to do it where, like, let's say Pinnacle has minus 129 and we're like even money, right? I don't like it when it has plus 134 and this is still the not favored outcome. That does not matter at all. So there is that. But I'm just saying. Sean Strickland, is that the MMA fighter?
Yeah, I did. Alex did a video with someone. What?
I didn't know he did. Like, isn't that the real wild MMA guy who says all kinds of like women belong in the kitchen and shit?
Brian, when did he do that? And which do you know what channel? Like what YouTube channel, I mean?
But yeah, try it out. All right, that's it. I don't have anything else. Like everything else is gonna come later. If you're not following me on Picket, it's go to Picket, download the app. Go to your app store, download the app. It's the best app in the world, anyways. Like you need that's funny. I'm gonna check that out. You need Picket anyways if you like plan on betting volume, like a lot of bets, just because you want to have all your action on one screen. But it's the greatest bet tracker app there is. It also, you can just follow me and you'll just see when I bet something. So if you don't want to get OddsJam or don't want to get the EV tool, you can see what I rip from it I'll refresh it the second I do it, like right after I make the bet. So it should still be there a lot of time. So yeah, so we'll do that for the rest of the day. It'll probably start around 6:50 or so. You'll start seeing stuff come through. That's what happened yesterday. I don't have a parlay today, Jeff. If you want to throw in a parlay in the chat, hurry up. I gotta go. I'm starving.
Better be a good one. Keep Slop away from those chicken parm sliders, Jeff.
I know. I mean, I had a salad last week during chicken parm slider night, so I'm down a pound too, Jeff. What's up now? Fucking losing weight, getting paid too. All right, hang on. Yeah, everybody's gonna throw some picks tonight. I know. I hate. What's that say? Undead Punk. The rules are no phone rules suck, dude. Okay, so I'm out. Can you research Builder UFC? Golf stars. I don't know what you're saying. Like I want to do it, dude. I'll look it up. Look on the screen.
Yeah, might as well.
Which dude?
Builder with an I.
This guy? What market? Just to win?
He said plus 124, so maybe to win by knockout.
Plus 120, plus 124. There's only 2 books that I have in Massachusetts with that. Plus 124 is the best one at DraftKings.
No, FanDuel. No?
Nah.
It's plus 129.
No, is that 9 or 0? That's a 0, right?
My bad. It's small on my screen.
Yeah, come on, Nigel. I can't even see. But yeah, so I mean, it's right there, though. All right, that's going to do it. Again, promo code SLOP, link in the description. Just try it, dude. Like, just try it. You'll see what I'm saying. I don't think you're ever going to do it a different way after you do it like this. I'm dead serious when I say that. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it'll change the way you view all things sports betting. Also, too, whenever you're getting your teeth kicked in on some days, like you'll confidently throw in bets because you know you have an edge. Does that make sense? Like that, the confidence factor helps. I mean, it's just good. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. Okay. Later on.
Good luck, everybody. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Our Prize Pick show. Tune in.
I think we're going later than that, Nigel.
Okay, between 10 and noon, we'll say that.
It'll be before this show.
Okay, we'll say that then. Take it easy, everybody.
Later, guys.